Hi everyone, I hope you guys are having a wonderful day today. My name is Heather Helm and I am the Assistant Director for the Youth Prevention Program. I'm so excited to talk to you guys today. So today's topic is going to be all about goals. How many of you guys have heard of goals before? Okay, a couple of you, that's good. So if someone were to come up to you and ask you, how would you define what a goal is? What would be your response? Give you a minute to think about it. Yeah? All right, so a goal in the simplest terms is defined as something that you want to achieve or something you want to complete. So as you guys may or may not realize, the summer is almost over and school's about to start. So what better way or reason to talk about goal setting than right before school starts? How many of you guys want school to start again? A couple of you? How many of you guys are like, no, summer can kind of keep going? All right. So thinking about a goal, something you want to accomplish or achieve. So let's talk about a few different types of goals. So the first thing we're going to talk about is small goals. Small goals are things that are as they sound. They're small goals. So let's say that your parents or your grandparents or the adults that you live with, they really want you to start making the bed. You may not see a point in making the bed. I don't see a point in it either. But they want you to do it. So maybe a small goal for you might be, I'm going to get up every morning this week and make my bed every morning. That's considered a small goal. It's very small. It's something that can easily be achieved in a very short amount of time. Another goal is a big goal. So a big goal is something that might take a little bit longer to complete, but it's also something that can't be completed relatively quickly. So let's say on the topic of making your bed, let's say I want to make my bed every single day for the rest of the year. Okay? So a small goal is wanting to make your bed every morning for a week, while a big goal is wanting to make your bed every morning for an entire year, which is a really long time if you think about it. All right. So next couple of goals that we're going to talk about is short-term goals versus long-term goals. So short-term goals are goals that you will be able to complete in a very short window. So going back to making the bed again, that 1 week time frame is considered a short-term goal because you're wanting to complete this goal in a very short amount of time. A long-term goal is a goal that's going to take a little bit longer to complete. So back again, wanting to make your bed every day for an entire year, short-term is wanting to make it in a week, long-term is wanting to make it for the entire year. Make sense? Okay. Another example that you can think about this is when it comes to schoolwork, like homework, right? More than likely, you're going to have homework every single day when you go to school. So maybe a goal for you is, this can be a small short-term goal, okay? So small short-term goal is I want to get my homework done every single day before I go to bed. Good goal to have, right? A big goal / long-term goal that you can have is I want to get my homework done every day before I go to bed for the rest of the school year. Okay? Good goal to have, by the way. I recommend it. So let me ask you guys a very silly question. Y'all ready? How do you eat an elephant? Think about that for a second. How do you eat an elephant? Now, I know some of you are looking at me like, Miss Heather, why would I want to think about eating an elephant? Maybe some of you are like, that is impossible. It's not impossible. You eat an elephant 1 bite at a time. Think about that. If you think about an elephant, they're big animals, right? Very big, very massive, very long. So you can think of an elephant as a goal that you want to achieve. And you may be looking at this elephant and you may be thinking, how am I ever going to reach this goal? 1 bite at a time or 1 step at a time. So let you think for a second, what would be a goal that you would want to complete for this school year? It can be a short-term goal or a long-term goal. It can be something small or it can be something big. Or you can have more than one, but let's just focus on one for right now. So what are some steps or bites in order to meet this goal? The first one is to make it positive. Goals are very positive things to have. So if you have a goal that's going to make a positive impact in your life or maybe in someone else's life, Just start there. Make it a very positive, make it a very happy goal. Make it a goal that's going to help you grow as a person. Okay? So think positive first. The second one is to make it personal. The great thing about goals is that they're your goals. They're not anyone else's goals. They're yours. So make them personal for you. If you are great at making your bed in the morning, all the more power to you. Think of another goal that you can do that works great for you and is also a positive goal. Okay? So you've got positive and you've got personal. The third one is possible. Make this a possible goal, all right? So if your goal is, I want to skip over the 7th grade and go straight to 8th grade, not really a possible goal at this point, right? Or maybe your goal is, I want to be an astronaut and go to space. Okay, if someone were to ask you, when do you want to achieve this goal? And if you say, I want to go tomorrow, that's not really possible, okay? So make this positive personal goal something that is possible to achieve. Now, I am in no way telling you that you can't dream big. By gosh, you guys dream as big as you want, because that's where magic happens, is where you dream big. But make sure that when you're talking about goals and coming up with steps to achieve that goal, that you do make it a possible goal to hit. Okay? So, to review, you've got positive, personal, possible. Now you have to make it specific. So what does that mean? Making your goal specific just means to make it as detailed as you want to. You can start off with a vague goal. So maybe your goal is to be an astronaut and make it to space one day. That's a very big goal, but it's also not very detailed. There's not a whole lot of little bits and pieces in there. So you get to add in those bits and pieces to come up with the steps to achieve this big goal. Make sense? Okay. So the 4 steps to achieving this goal are positive, personal, possible, and specific. So I want to come back to the question that I asked you guys earlier. What is your goal for this upcoming school year? If you don't have one, not a problem. If you have multiple, that's great. What is your goal for this upcoming school year? Is it to improve your grades? Is it to get all your homework turned in on time? Is it to study for your exams? Is it to maybe make some new friends? Is it to be at school on time? Is it to not make fun of somebody? Is it to be nicer to your teachers or to be more respectful to your teachers or your parents? Some of those things that maybe you can consider what your goal is. So, your activity today is going to be filling out your own specific goal sheet at your tables. This will give you an opportunity to name your goal and work through those 4 steps that we just talked about. Okay? Thank you guys so much for joining me. I hope that you guys loved this lesson, and I can't wait to talk to you guys soon. Have a good one.